call it an expression of peace and love.
Y nos vamos a quedar con el tesoro.
There's another mind behind it.
Hello and welcome to Movie Mojo 10. This video will present our selections for the top 10 new web series of 2024 that have been made available on services such as Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, Max, and others. New science fiction, action, adventure, historical, and thriller series with incredibly captivating plots and inventive ideas are included in this selection. You should add them to your library of television programs. Let's begin the video now. Number 10. The Regime.
Something fun. Snappy. Yep. Good.
Political satire miniseries directed by Stephen Frears and Jessica Hobbs. The show follows Elena Vernum, a modern European chancellor with health anxieties and an obsession with the disease that killed her father. Her private doctor calls Herbert Zuback, a soldier appointed to monitor her safety and address her worries. Although they disagree, Elena makes an unexpected friend in Herbert, who publicly condemns Elena's nation's dependence on America. Zuback's control over the Chancellor develops as her authority and mental health decline, fueling Elena's yearning for power and leading her to oppose the US. Kate Winslet shines as Chancellor Elena Vernum, but the show struggles to balance tragedy and humor. The Regime attempts sarcasm, but fails to match Succession. Although the plot attempts to connect with current events, it lacks the critical grasp needed for a satire to hold the audience's interest. If you like Kate and can handle weak satires, you might like this one. Number 9. Bandidos.
El tesoro más grande que nadie vio jamás.
Treasure hunting, humorous adventure series directed by Adrian Gunberg. Miguel and Lily search for a famous Mayan treasure in an unknown Spanish galleon shipwreck on Mexico's Atlantic coast that sank during the revolution. After recruiting other outlaws, they discover that they are not the only ones hunting for the missing wealth, forcing them to go over dangerous dig sites and jungles across the Mexican Caribbean to find it first. Although the show's plot isn't particularly creative, its twists and turns, action-packed moments, and upbeat Miguel and his gang of robbers make it enjoyable. Watching them interact is fun. The treasure hunt tale is enjoyable, but the storyline is nothing like Indiana Jones. Bandidos is a good choice for something relaxing and funny. Number 8. Red Queen.
It's meticulously, there's no way.
We both finally think alike.
That's impossible. Trust me on that.
Antoinette is back.
O'Hara directs this murder mystery thriller. The story follows Antonia Scott, the most intelligent person with a 242 IQ level. Her cunning earned her the job of Red Queen in a European clandestine police organization probing the most intricate crimes. After the daughter of the wealthiest person is abducted and the child of a wealthy financier is horribly killed in the mansion, Antonia's former superior approaches aggressive policeman John Gurris to get her out of isolation to investigate. It has a sophisticated plot, likable characters, and engaging narrative. John's magnetism and Antonia's knowledge advance the story. The storyline masters crime thriller's cat-and-mouse game, keeping viewers engaged until the conclusion. The series thrills crime mystery aficionados with tension and startling comedy. Number 7. Iron Rain.
Si su sombra, pero la familia.
Acá que llegará mañana por la noche.
Luz Quillas is the director of this Spanish thriller of criminal activity. Thousands of cargoes carrying more than 30,000 kilograms of drugs are handled at Barcelona's sea harbor, which is the primary focus of the event. In the story, Joan Manchado, who owns the main dock in Barcelona and is responsible for bringing in an illegal shipment, is the protagonist. When an important cargo vanishes, a vicious war of assassinations and retaliations begins, throwing his leadership into doubt. People depend on him and the criminal organization he has formed around himself. However, when the cargo vanishes, the situation becomes more complicated. As the show progresses, it becomes increasingly dramatic, and the story depicts different mafia organizations competing for control as well as family ties. In order to fully appreciate the intrigue and mystery of the narrative, you will need to see the initial episodes. The plot does an excellent job of portraying almost every character and has several interesting twists. Number 6. A Bloody Lucky Day.
그럼 묵포 안 가실래요?
예?
돈 더 드릴게요.
This suspenseful criminal thriller was directed by Pil-gam Song. When OT, an ordinary taxi driver, delivers Jume Eksu to MBO, he is rewarded with a substantial amount of money. Young Haku is a murderer in disguise, and he must use all of his imagination and ability to survive while the family of Jun Haku's victim follows them. He hesitantly accepts, but soon realizes that young Haku is a murderer while he is in disguise. The tone of the series becomes more intense as the narrative of a sympathetic taxi driver and an insane serial killer continues to develop. In spite of the fact that the idea is straightforward, the authors have crafted a horrific story of good vs evil that will stick with you. There are only a few small story components that are used in the program, yet everything is meticulously planned, extremely important, and terrifyingly closely interwoven. It is a plot that is not only creative, but also gloomy, with a sleek style, cruelty, tension, and strange moments that keep spectators fascinated. Number 5. The Cleaning Lady.
Listen to me, you know how much money I lost on that fight?
It may be the most underestimated crime series ever. 3 episodes of the 3rd season have been released, with one released each week since March 5th, 2024. Since many of you may not have seen the program, we'll discuss its primary plot without spoilers for Season 3. The story follows Cambodian doctor Pon-dea Roa, who travels to the US to treat her ailing child. Tony works as a cleaning assistant for violent mobster Armand Morales to pay for her son's healthcare. Soon, she becomes involved with Los Angeles' mafia and must dodge danger to protect her son and herself. The plot's compelling story, rich characters, and high-stakes drama that skillfully blends family, giving up, and survival hooks viewers from the first episode to the last. Season 3 raises the stakes for those who have seen Season 2, as Thony tries to bring her sister Fiona, who has been deported to the Philippines, and investigates Armin, which brings her deeper into the crime world. Number 4. X-Men 97.
We have to be strong. For the team.
Bo DeMeo created this animated superhero action-adventure series. This adaptation continues the 1992 X-Men animated series. The X-Men face new lethal challenges after Professor Charles Xavier, their leader, dies. Mutants use their powers to protect a society that hates and fears them in the show. In the first 2 episodes, anti-mutant rioters test the Magneto trial, and Cyclops must find the source of the latest anti-mutant weapon. The drama beautifully recreates the 1990s while deepening character backstories. The plot masterfully explores the X-Men's fight for acceptance and their purpose to help mutants, with some hilarious throwbacks to the 1990s and a visual style that mimics animated X-Men without being antiquated. So far, the story is original and action-packed, making it a worthwhile Marvel Universe edition and a superhero fan must-see. Number 3. The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live.
Why do you even think I'm gonna go along with all of this?
Because everything will change.
Scott M. Gimple, Danai Gurira, and Andrew Lincoln devised this post-apocalyptic horror drama. The program centered on Rick and Michonne, one of The Walking Dead's most popular couples. In the original series, Rick Grimes, who was thought to have died to protect his family from zombies, survived and joined the Civic Republic's CRM Hidden Armed Wing. However, his wife, Michonne Hawthorne, searched for him, assuming he was alive. Grimes is surreptitiously trying to change the CRM's internal procedures to get back in touch with his wife after years of trying to leave. Michonne's pursuit of Rick tests her survival skills. CRM objective remains a mystery. Only 2 episodes remain of the show from 4. Well-known characters like Rick and Michonne in this dramatic environment give the plot a new perspective, while still providing the tension and terror we anticipate from a Walking Dead show. Number 2. Shogun. Rachel Kondo and Justin Marks are the creators of this enormous historical miniseries, the best show of 2024, and there isn't a show this year that can top that. Set in the 17th century, the series follows the exploits of English adventurer John Blackthorne, who who is stranded in Japan after his ship crashes off the shore. After that, John is imprisoned by Toranaga, a samurai lord whom he gradually wins over by demonstrating his prowess in both fighting and traveling. Blackthorn becomes embroiled in the political games and power struggles of ancient Japan as he adapts to Japanese society. However, Toranaga sees John's potential and employs him as a tool in his own schemes to overthrow the other samurai lords and establish himself as Japan's most outstanding military leader. The power struggle will intensify over the course of the following 5 episodes of Shogun, with Blackthorn caught between his desire for survival and independence and his loyalty to Toranaga. In the end, Shogun is a magnificent epic that explores Japan's rich cultural and historical legacy in great detail, while addressing timeless themes of love, loyalty, and the clash of civilizations. The drama is brilliantly filmed, has incredible war scenes that will astound you, and all of the characters provide excellent performances. Number 1. 3 Body Problem.
Back in 1977, they detected a sequence.
It is an epic sci-fi series based on Liu Cixin's popular book, The 3 Body Problem. Whether the show is good depends on whether you've read the book. Look at this first, then decide. The show seamlessly blends 2 stories, one set during the Cultural Revolution and one set now in China. Ye Wenjie, a dissatisfied astrophysicist, joined a clandestine government project to contact aliens. Today, she and other officials discover a bizarre scheme linked to scientific deaths, which puts them toward an alien attack. The show analyzes the nature of humanity, the effects of the first contact, and the effects of modern technology to examine our place in the universe. If you've read the book, these adaptations may not impress you because the plot isn't adapted frame by frame and contains some questionable creative decisions. The primary problem is the weak characters who lack the urgency the plot demands. Except for them, the last several episodes feel stretched. If you're a sci-fi lover new to this show, its epic and unusual tale involving an extraterrestrial invasion and mind-blowing visuals will make it worth watching.